I have a problem to solve. A few joints on my old project actually became loose and I need a clean and easy repair. The easiest and probably strongest thing you can do is just to drive in some screws, but that would mean that some screw heads would be visible and that might not look so good. So I'm gonna build a jig that helps me with that and probably future problems. I'm gonna show you how to build it and check if it's actually worth. This screw's going to leave a hole and we're gonna fill it with a dowel. This is nothing new, but still, this is the exact point where the jig comes in. You see, these board dowels usually have a very high tolerance and don't always offer a perfect fit. And the next problem is, my stool is made out of oak and I haven't found a store that offers oak dowels. I could order them online, but that will take some days before it arrives. And I also don't want to spend money. I have so much oak flying around here. So this jig will not only help me with the dowel, I think this might be a very versatile tool for the shop. And the only thing you need is some scrap wood. This jig will transform my hand plane into a manual thickness planer. And it can also make dowels. I should stop the talking and start the building. Building the jig is actually very straightforward, but the measurements depend on your planer and the thickness of the dowel that you would like. If you want to know the exact measurements of my version, let me know in the comments, but as I said, they might be different for you. I will talk about the measurements and what exactly you need to know later on. The next step is actually optional, but will make using the jig a little bit more comfortable. I will show you the alternative later on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill some holes for these magnets and insert them with some CA glue. And that's it. The jig is done, I would say. Let's try it out. Okay, so this is where the magnets come in, because they will hold these pieces in place. And as I said, what we did is just raise the plane a little bit, which technically makes it a thickness planer. Now it's time to see if this thing actually works. I cut down a piece of oak to roughly the size the dowel needs to be, and hopefully we can make it around pass by pass. Now look what we ended up with, a perfect round oak dowel that we can use to plug the holes now. It actually felt kinda like sharpening a pencil, in a way, because while spinning and planing, it's quite enjoyable and it's actually very fast done, and I'm gonna prove it to you. So as you can see, this isn't the round side, planer, stopwatch, let's go. I'm not even gonna stress about it, to be honest. Okay, round and stop the watch, 1 minute 40. Not quite perfectly round, but it will do the job. And the finish on this is crazy. If you work with sharp planers in general, it's just so smooth. And this is how it works. If you have a piece that is slightly bigger than the gap that you left in the jig, it will erase the planer and therefore touching the workpiece with the blade. And if you start the planing motion, you will start taking off material. And if you keep spinning the workpiece, it will take off so much material until you're left with a perfectly round dowel. And while building this jig, you doesn't have to be that precise because you can actually fine-tune everything with your planer. Look at that perfect fit. Actually kinda ruined it with the saw, but I'll sand over it anyways. If you don't want to use magnets or you simply don't have them, you can put them next to the planer and then use a clamp to hold them in place. This also works perfectly fine. So about the measurements, we have this height here should be how thick you want the dowel to be, or a little bit more so that you can adjust it with the planer later, but definitely not less than that. This should be enough so the planer can rest on it, but that this block doesn't touch the blade. And basically the rest depends on what type of wood you have and what type of planer. And that's basically it. So is this jig actually worth building? For me, definitely yes. It took practically no time to build it. It's just a problem solver. Now mine jig is set up for 8 to 9 millimeter dowels, which is perfect for fixing screw holes, but you can build one for basically any size of dowel. If you like practical workshop solutions like this, I'm doing more of them in a small series. The next one solves another common problem. You can find it here.